Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a cosmic mystery that has astronomers scratching their heads. It's a story about a visitor from another star system, a comet that decided to break all the rules. Let's talk about the bizarre case of 3I ATLAS. It all started back in December 2019. The Asteroid-Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, or ATLAS for short, spotted a faint smudge of light moving across the sky. At first, it looked like just another comet. But as astronomers tracked its path, they realized something was extraordinary. This object wasn't from around here. Its trajectory was a hyperbola, meaning it was moving so fast that our sun's gravity couldn't capture it into a neat orbit. It was on a one-way trip through our solar system, destined to head back into the vastness of interstellar space. This made it only the second interstellar object ever detected, after Oumuamua. It was officially named C2019 Y4, but everyone started calling it Comet ATLAS. And then its name changed again to 3I ATLAS, with the I standing for interstellar. As it got closer to the sun, Comet Atlas started to brighten up, just as expected. Comets are essentially giant, dirty snowballs. As they approach the sun, the heat vaporizes their ice, creating a glowing cloud of gas, and thus called a coma, and of course, that iconic tail. By March 2020, Atlas was becoming so bright that astronomers were getting really excited. Projections showed it could become visible to the naked eye, a spectacular sight in our night sky. It was on track to be the celestial event of the year. But then, something strange happened. Just as it was supposed to reach its peak brilliance, Comet Atlas suddenly started to fade fast. It was like a cosmic light bulb dimming before our very eyes. This was the opposite of what should have been happening. As it got closer to the sun, it should have been getting brighter, not dimmer. Amateur and professional astronomers alike pointed their telescopes at it, trying to figure out what was going on. The images they captured were stunning. The comet's once solid nucleus had shattered. Instead of one bright point of light, there were now two, then three, then four distinct fragments, all drifting apart. Comet Atlas was disintegrating. Now, comets breaking up isn't entirely unheard of. They're fragile things, and the sun's intense heat and gravitational pull can tear them apart. This process is called tidal disruption. But what made Atlas so weird was how it broke up. It fell apart more than 100 million miles away from the sun. At that distance, the sun's heat just was intense enough to cause the kind of explosive outgassing that would tear a comet's nucleus to pieces. And the tidal forces, the gravitational stretching weren't strong enough either. It just fell apart for no apparent reason. So, what could have happened? This is where the real mystery begins. And scientists have been exploring several intriguing possibilities. One idea is that the breakup was caused by its spin. Imagine a spinning top. If it spins too fast, it can fly apart. Perhaps Comet Atlas was rotating so rapidly that the centrifugal force simply overcame the weak gravity holding it together. The pieces just flung themselves into space. This spin-up could have been caused by jets of gas firing unevenly from its surface as it heated up, acting like tiny, lopsided rocket thrusters that gradually increased its rotation speed to a critical point. Another theory is what's known as the primordial rubble pile model. This suggests that some comets aren't solid bodies of ice and rock at all. Instead, they're loose collections of smaller chunks, just barely held together by their own feeble gravity. They're like cosmic sand castles. For a comet like this, it wouldn't take much to fall apart. Even a small amount of heat from the sun could have been enough to vaporize some of the glue holding the pieces together, causing a gentle, almost graceful disintegration. This would explain why Atlas didn't explode violently, but rather seemed to crumble and drift apart. It didn't break, it just disassembled. Then there's the truly wild idea. What if Atlas wasn't a comet in the traditional sense at all? We're so used to comets from our own Oort cloud. What if interstellar objects are fundamentally different? We've only seen to up close Oumuamua and this one. Oumuamua was weird too, remember? It was shaped like a cigar and accelerated away from the sun without a visible coma. Some scientists, like Harvard's Avi Loeb, have even suggested that these interstellar anomalies could be signs of extraterrestrial technology. While that's a huge leap, the strange behavior of 3i Atlas forces us to consider that our understanding of what wanders between the stars might be incomplete. The breakup of Atlas was actually a gift to science. When it was a single object, its core was hidden by the bright coma. But once it fragmented, telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope could get a much better look at the individual pieces. By studying the size, speed, and composition of these fragments, astronomers are piecing together the story of its demise. For example, they observed that one chunk disintegrated in a matter of days, while another survived for weeks. This suggests the original body was not uniform. It was likely a mishmash of different materials and densities, which supports the rubble pile theory. Each fragment told a part of the story. The data collected showed that the material was very similar to the comets from our own solar system, rich in carbon monoxide ice. This is interesting because it suggests that the building blocks of comets might be quite similar across different star systems. Even though it came from a distant, unknown star, it was made of the same stuff as our own cosmic neighbors. It was like meeting a stranger from a faraway land who, despite their different origins, shares a surprising amount of common ground with you. So, while we may have lost the chance to see a brilliant naked-eye comet, we gained something far more valuable, a unique window into the life and death of an object from beyond our solar system. 3-1 ATLAS challenged our assumptions and showed us that the universe is full of surprises. It reminds us that every new object we discover has the potential to rewrite the textbooks. Was it a high-speed spinner? A loosely packed cosmic rubble pile? Or something else entirely? Astronomers are still sifting through the data, and the final verdict isn't in yet. The legacy of 3i ATLAS is that it keeps the mystery alive. It fuels our curiosity and pushes us to build better telescopes and develop new theories to explain the cosmos. It's a perfect example of how, in science, sometimes the most interesting discoveries come not from things that behave as expected, but from the ones that break all the rules. It's the anomalies, the outliers, the things that make us say, that's weird, that truly drive us forward. What do you think happened to Comet Atlas? Let me know your theories down in the comments below. It's always fascinating to hear your ideas. Thanks so much for joining me on this cosmic detective story. If you enjoyed it and want to explore more mysteries of the universe with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Until next time, keep looking up.